Treat me like your best friend of the street, the best friend that you call and you have to actually. What's up, world? Welcome to Let's Speak on It. I'm your host, your girl, B Ravishing, and the topic of this show is going to be love, life, relationships, and everything in between. Okay, so let's speak on it. Treat me like your best friend of the street, the best friend that you call that may live out of town, or they just overreact, or am I just not listening to them? So I've needed my friends, my homegirls, to kind of keep me sane, number one, and to make sure that my mouth and my motives don't go to the left, because I have a tendency to let my mouth run off real quick when I'm upset. Okay, that's not here nor there. That's another topic for another show. The topic of this show on Let's Speak on It is compatibility. So y'all, come on, here we go. Let's speak on it. Who, what, why, when? How do you know when you're compatible with someone, and what determines that compatibility? For me, I've dated people who I've had so much in common where it's just like, oh my God, this is like, I'm looking in the mirror, this is the person for me. And I've also dated to the far end of the other spectrum where we may have had maybe one of two things in common, and in the end, it did not work out. So I lean more to dating someone I have more in common with. That determines my compatibility. Can we laugh? Can we grow? Can we have fun? Is this someone I can see myself raising a family together? If I go out, are you going to dance with me? Are you going to be one of two things in common? And in the end, it did not work out. So I lean more to dating someone I have more in common with. That determines my compatibility. Can we laugh? Can we grow? Can we have fun? Is this someone I can see myself raising a family together? If I go out, are you going to dance with me? Are you going to sit on the sideline and watch me? And then get upset when I start dancing with somebody else. You know how women get. They talk a lot of slick and then turn around and ask you what's your problem. So that's for another topic as well. And if you do find someone that you're not so compatible with, do you go on a second date? Do you stay with them? Can you grow to love them and just let it, work out, figure it out on its own? I beg to differ with that. A lot of people say, you really don't need a lot in common. Opposites attract. What God has for you is for you. Don't turn around. Don't give horse in the mouth. And all of those sayings go in hand. But I am a firm believer. Everyone who knows me knows that my saying is, my injury. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. So if I see that we're not really meshing, we're not getting along, or things that you're doing just that don't fit right within my spirit, then for me, I gotta shoot the deuces. Even after 4 years about giving it a try, and it's just not working, it's time for me to go. Because I feel like if you stay, then what are you doing to yourself, to your self-esteem, to your mind, to your mental health? What are you doing to that? If you're putting their feelings and their wants and needs ahead of your own, are you looking out for yourself? Are you looking out for your best interest? And y'all don't have the same views of how, when you want to have children, if you want to have children, if they already have children, if you're in a same-sex relationship. Do you want a donor? Do you want the donor to be known? Things of that nature. Those are very important topics that should be discussed before you just jump into a relationship. But if you're already into the relationship and those topics are just now beginning to come up, and you see that you don't agree, you're not on the same track, why are you going to stay? Is it better to have stability or love? If you stay with that person for the stability, and y'all have nothing else in common, but they can keep a roof over your head, in the long run, how is that really going to make you feel? If you stay with that person for love, but there's no real sense of stability of them wanting to have a child and raise a family with you, again, what's the balance? How are you balancing yourself out, yourself seeing your worth and your needs in that kind of relationship? So for me, my go-to thing is I have to be with someone that I can get along with. I don't necessarily have to like everyone in their family, but I at least want to like your family. We can all hang out. If I say hi to your sister, your brother, your mom, they speak back. That kind of thing. And that's simple, right? So for me, compatibility is keeping or being on the same page. Now, you don't necessarily have to agree with everything that person says or does, but at least have an understanding that you don't agree. And if you don't agree, how can you make it better and work towards building something stronger in a relationship? I can't, another thing, I've been on, in that realm, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Everything that I loved about one person, I end up not liking or hating in another individual. So it just depends on the relationship and the bond that you have with that person. But the key and finality of it is there has to be some kind of bond keeping you with that person. In that realm, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Everything that I loved about one person, I end up not liking or hating in another individual. So it just depends on the relationship and the bond that you have with that person. But the key and finality of it is there has to be some kind of bond keeping you with that person. If it's not mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, having a sense of stability, love, laughter, kindness, support. Find that in the person that you want to be with, but also have that within yourself. Because if you're looking for love and you're not fully prepared to be the person that someone else needs you to be, leave it alone. Leave them alone. Leave everyone alone and get yourself together first. And then decide, once you've rectified whatever wrong or temporary uncertainties within yourself, then go out and look for love. Don't put that heartache and that pain on someone else when you know that you're not ready. It's a hard thing to overcome when you feel that you've met your match and you felt that y'all are going to be in love forever, and then 2 years, 1 week, 1 month, 4 years, 5 years down the road, you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. You look in the mirror and you don't know where the time has gone, what changed, how did this happen? And everyone loves to say communication is key, but there still has to be something keeping you in the fight. What's making this relationship worth fighting for? If we don't get along, we don't have anything in common. I can pay my bills by myself, so I can be stable. My credit score is good. I have a car, I have a house. What else is there to hold a relationship together? Right. So something else has to be there. So for me, I have to be compatible with you. That's just how it is. In the long run, beauty fades, money can run out, but if we can laugh together, we can have a good time, we can take a few shots together, we can hang out with one another's family, we can play a board game, we can do nothing at all and it still be a wonderful time because we're so compatible, the bond is so tight, the love is just there. Then I'll take that over $10 million any day. Let me know how you are in your relationship with your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Because the lesbian community, it can be rather tricky trying to find another woman to love, especially when you have so much in common as far as, you're the same sex or whatever, but mentally, you're still different. You're still a separate person. So just let me know. Speak on it. Let me know. All right, I've said my piece. Now it's time for me to hear from you. So let's speak on it. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Is it more important to be compatible with someone, or can you grow to love and learn to love that person over time? What do you think? You can find me on Instagram at @Ravishing. That's BE_Ravishing. I'm on Facebook as Ravishing. Look me up. That's again B_Ravishing on Facebook, or you can email me at B_Ravishing@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the show. Subscribe, like, and share. Your best friend that you call, and you have to ask